This is how you can create an EPS. So, and nothing need to be saved in this software. You can just create an EPS and you can simply close it. So I have created a new EPS which is CICD, right? Projects, and I have added it in my list. Okay. So further, if let's say you want to create an OBS also, which basically it doesn't makes a lot of sense when you are working in a standalone software. That means like how you are working today in your personal laptop. Okay, the software which you get personally is the standalone one. So in a standalone software, it doesn't makes a lot of sense when you create an OBS. Okay, so basically it is for, you know, it is important when you are working in a network, when many people have access in your software from different locations and you have to create the schedule. Okay, but anyways, we'll see because it's a functionality given in the software. So for that, you'll click here on enterprise and you will go to OBS, organization breakdown structure. Okay, click here on OBS. Now you'll see there are different, different hierarchy, or you can say the different designations. So let's say I'm clicking here on add. So it will say in order to add an OBS element, the filter will be changed to display all OBS. Abhi yahan pe, like right now what is happening, it is showing you only the current EPS projects. Okay. So you'll click here on OK. You'll see the entire list of OBS. Right. So let's say let's see if I can delete this or not. Yeah, it's got deleted. Okay. Okay. So let's say we just want to add few people in our organization breakdown structure. So I'll click here on add. I'll make it like this. So let's say I'll name it as CEO. I'll again click here on add. Inside CEO, I'll have, let's say, project manager 1. And let's say I'll add one more person. So I can just copy it from here, paste it, project manager 2. This is how simply I have created an OBS, and I'll close it. Now, what is the use of creating this OBS and all, right? So let's wait for some time and you'll see. So till now what we have done, okay, we have created an EPS and we have created an OBS, right? So two things we have done, and now it's time to create an project, right? So I'll just click here on this EPS wherever you want to add the projects. If you want to add a project, new project inside IT, you can select the IT. If you want add here, you can select this. If you want under the CICD, you can click here. So I have selected this and I'll click here, add. So see, it has given you an option, select EPS. So you said that, okay, this is my, EPS which I want to select, and I'll create a project inside this. And next, it will ask you to give the project ID and project name. Okay. So I'll give a name like CICD Works project. Let's say something I have given like this. CICDB. Okay. Just a project ID like this and project name. So next. Now see, it is asking you the project planned start date and must finish by date. Okay, so I would just recommend you, it's a best practices in software. Don't use the must finish date in the beginning. Okay, schedule the entire project and it will automatically give you certain must finish date, and you can, you know, you can just manage it. You can manage it based on the, you know, uh, requirements. Like let's say, what will happen if you'll provide the must finish date today? So it will create a constraint. Let's say today is 18 May and you have started the project today, and you have given a must finish date on December 2023. So it will create a constraint of those many days, and you have to prepare each and every activity schedule, complete schedule within those limit. But we don't want to limit something in the beginning. What we will do, we will just give the start date, and we will give the relationship to the activities. It will automatically gives us the finish date of the entire project. And if we are not satisfied with that finish date, we can change the relationship or duration or something to make it like, come closer, or like go beyond the 2000 December 2023. So for now, project planned start date is important. So you can change the date. Click here on this arrows. It will allow you to select any other dates. You can select it like this. Click on the select and it will change the date. But for now, I'm selecting this 18, today's date only. So this is the project start date and next. And now see, it is asking you to give the responsible manager. You can select from here, whatever the OBS you have created. So I'll say like project manager one will looking for this project. So he's the responsible manager. So you have to select like this, and you have to click here on select, right? So this is how it will get selected. And next, rate type. So when you learn the resources, you will find different types of rate. Let's say there's a resource carpenter in your organization. So you have decided some standard rate. So okay, standard rate is 500 rupees per day, let's say. Okay. And if it is, if the carpenter is going for some external projects, it will be charged like 600 rupees per hour. And for internal projects, it only charges 400 or 300, let's say. So there are different categories of rate. Whatever you want to assign to your project, though your resource will follow those rates. Okay, so while creating a resource, you have to provide each and every these kind of rates. Okay, if you wish to use them further in your project. So I'll select the standard rate by default right now and click here on next. Congratulations, you have your new project has been created, right? So this is the congratulation message finally, and click here on finish. This is how you have added up a new project. Make sense? Any questions so far till this portion? Any doubt, anything? Our wish, no, sir, which project we will do. I don't understand your question, what you want to ask. Like, it's your wish, basically, whatever you want to create, you can create that. But for the demonstration purpose, just for the, for teaching you guys, I'm taking a small building projects. I'll be constructing that. But it's your choice. Whatever the projects you have to create, you can do that. If you are aware of like what are the activities needed to be done in building projects, you can create a building project schedule. If you wish, you can create railway or anything. But since you guys are like in college, most of you might be familiar with the activities used in building projects. So that's why it's easy for you to grasp from here. So that's why I'll be using a building project. Make sense? Okay. So I hope no questions, no doubts. So this is how we have created a new project. So now once you will create a project, just right click here on this and click here on this open project. So this is how we have opened the project. Okay. And now everything is blank here. What is needed, if anybody remembers, what was the procedure which I told you? If you guys remember, once you create the EPS, you create the OBS, you create a project, what next you want to do? What next you need to do? If any one of you remember, and you can tell me on the chat box. Anyone? You might have heard about the name WBS, work breakdown structure. Right? So here you need to prepare a work breakdown structure, and how that will be created. Let's go and click here on this WBS. Click here on WBS. So your project name will be the first label of WBS. Now to add anything new, what you have to do? Click here on add. So I've clicked here on add. Okay. So let me just open up the project which I will be, you know, asking you to create. So yeah, this is the project. These are the activities, these white color activities. These are the types of the activities, and these are the durations of the activities. And this colored thing, these are the WBS. Okay. So I'll change the name. Okay, let's say CICD first building project. So I'll name it to new construction, new construction, new home construction. Okay. Just to match, nothing else. You can put any name which you want. So I have added a first label. What I'll add here is grading. Then I have foundation at the same label, foundation, because this is also of yellow color. That means they are in the same label. Here on add at the same label. Structure. So you can simply copy paste like this, and you can create this inside this. Okay, inside the structure, you have framing roof interior. Okay, so then you have mechanical, electrical, plumbing, drywall, decor, exterior. All these are inside the interior. So let's put, okay. So we have mechanical, electrical, plumbing, drywall, or exterior. We have a separate landscaping. So we'll add this. This will be at the end. So this is how we have created all these, right? This is the complete WBS which we have created. Work breakdown structure. So I'll select collapse all. So this is the very first label of WBS, okay, which is in the green color in the top, this one. Then if you'll open up this, you'll have, four things: grading, foundation, structure, and landscaping. grading, foundation, structure, and landscaping at the bottom. Then under the structure, you have these three: framing, roof, interior, right? Framing, roof, interior. Then inside the interior, you have these six. Okay, one, two, three, four, five, six. Right. So this is how you will create a WBS work breakdown structure. So if you'll take a look, this is nothing but what? Whatever the work you were doing, you were constructing a home. So to construct a home, you need to do the grading work, foundation work, structure work, framing work, roof, interior. In interior work, you will have mechanical, electrical, plumbing, drywall, decor, exterior work, right? And also at the end, like some kind of like landscape. So this is all being done while constructing a house, right? So you have divided the entire scope, entire work into different small sections or chunks so that you can monitor these things. Understood? Is it clear to all? So this is how you will create a WBS, work breakdown structure. Makes sense to everyone? Is it clear? Tell me. Anything you guys want? Any questions? Okay. So nothing. Then let's proceed. So after creating a WBS, what you will do? You'll come back to this activity tab. You'll see like it's not coming in a proper shape. So you just need to close all and reopen your project. So now you will see like your WBS is coming in a perfect shape, and these are the different labels of WBS. Okay, these are the different labels of WBS. Right now, you just need to start adding the activities here. Okay, you just need to start adding the activities. Okay, so what we will do? This is a sheet. Let's start adding the activities. Project start date. Sorry, project start is one activity under the grading. So let's see, like you can either give the name from here and click here on next. WBS is same. Activity type, task dependent. So if you'll see here, this is a start milestone. Okay. So I'll select a start milestone. Next. I'll continue with the relationship next time. So I'll select no and next, and congratulations, finish. So this is how you have added a new activity. Or second thing, what you can do, you can keep adding, clicking here on finish. Let's have added 3 activities inside this. Project start, project completion, and project management. Okay. So this is how I have added these activities. Start milestone, finish milestone, and label of efforts. So project management is the label of effort activity. So how you can change this now? Okay. How you can change it now? You can go here on general and you can change the activity type to label of efforts. And you can go here on project completion and change it to finish milestone. So this is how you have created these three activities. Okay, although the duration is 0. Why? Because these are the milestone activities. If the activity type is milestone, they will have a 0 duration, which I told you earlier while teaching the type of activities. Activity which will have type milestone, they will have a 0 duration activities because that is just a flag, nothing else. Okay. Okay. So let us double click here on the Gantt chart, and if you'll see, like, these things are appearing in a small shape. If something is a milestone, it will appear like this in a diamond shape. And here is a bar which is appearing in green color. This shows that the activity is label of effort type. Right now, you will see we haven't given any duration to this project management activities because it will depend on it will depend on the relationship with this particular activity. So we'll leave it as 4 for now. We are not going to give the relationship. First of all, we are going to add all the activities. Okay, and after adding all the activities, we'll give the relationship. Okay, so moving up next, we have, okay, so I sorry, these three activities. We'll select all these three. We'll do the cut, and these are actually inside this. Okay, yeah. So now under the grading, we have these two activities: survey and mark out, and grade site. So under grading, I'll add again one. Finish. So this is survey and mark out. Grade site. 2 and 5 days. This is 2 days, and this is 5 days activity. Both are task dependent, so by default, activity gets task dependent, so we are not changing. And if you'll see, like, as soon as we have given certain duration, the bar size got increased. Yes or no? And if you'll compare to the above activity and these two, the bar shape is also different. Why? Because the above one is label of effort type, and these are task dependent. Make sense? Okay. Moving up next, in the foundation, these are the three different activities. So we'll add three activities first of all inside foundation. And copy these. And the relationship, sorry, the duration is 2, 1, and 1. So you have to give the duration in this original duration column. Okay. And if you are not able to see these columns, what you will do, right? What you'll do, you'll right click here and you'll go to the columns, and you can select any column which you want. If you need something related to cost, you can click here, get the column. Let's say, like, you need actual expense cost. So you can select this like this, and you can click here like this will add it here. And you can scroll it right, left. up and down, right and left. So you can do like this. So for now, I don't need this. So I'll remove this. I have added the columns which I want, right? Basically to show you. And if you don't know, like let's say you need some column, but you're not able to see like under which particular section I'll get that column. So it's better you can scroll any of this like this, Control S for finding, and you can write down the name and click here. That will be founded, right? So you'll get like that. Let's say I want something cost, right? So you'll see it will go into the all the columns which have cost. Okay, this is how you can bring the columns like this. So this is foundation. Let's move further. Under the framing, you have three again. So what I'm going to do, I'll copy these three, copy and paste here. I'll change the name to this. Roof, inside roof also you have three. I'll paste again. Inside interior, you have then another thing. So let's put down for the framing first. Six four two. So this is six, this is four, and this is two. And for the roof, you have these activities and 212. You have mechanical, electrical, and all these. So we have two activities, two, two, one, two, two. Select two, Control C, Control V. The drywall, you have two, three, two. Here you have three. Again, here you have two. Landscaping, you have one. Okay. So this is how you will add all the activities. Let's rename quickly these activities. Duration is 2 and 1. This is 2 and this is 1. See what is inside the electrical. 3, 3. Then we have plumbing. 4 days. Then we have drywall, 3 and 6. 2, 3, 5. Exterior 2 and 3. Okay, so this is how we have added all the activities, and you can see like based on the duration, whatever we have given, this is something which appears on the Gantt chart side. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you all like how you can create a WBS and you can add the activities and give duration so far. Okay, so any questions, guys? So far, any questions? Anything? Over to you. You can drop all your questions in your screen, in your chat box. I'll write be back just in 1 minute. When it's fixed, relationship you haven't given, you have to give. And before that, you also need to create a calendar, any calendar. For now, whatever the calendar is assigned here, okay, you may change it like from here. Go back to the projects. And by default, here today, 7 into 10 means like you are working all the 7 days in a week and you are working 10 hours per day. This is the calendar which is assigned. So you can create a new calendar of your own and you can assign it. For creating a new calendar, what you will do, you'll go to enterprise. I told you in the beginning, like most of the time, 90% of the time, you'll go to the two tabs, project or enterprise. Okay. So you'll go to enterprise. You'll go to calendar. And here are different types of calendar. Let's create a new one. So you'll create a project calendar. Click here on add. It will ask you like which base calendar you want to take. So you'll say like, okay, I'll take the corporate full-time, standard full-time calendar. Select this. So it will take some base calendar. Okay, whatever are created as in global calendar, it will take that as in base. So you can select any of the calendar in base and you can do the modifications. So I'll say like, okay, CICD calendar. I'll click here on modify. If you'll see these blue colors or gray color, whatever it is denoting you the non-working days. That means right now you are working only 5 days and 2 days are Saturday and Sunday are non-working. Okay, so we will modify this calendar completely according to our need. And if you'll see in the working days, you are working 8 hours per day. And we want 10 hours per day, let's say. So I click here on detail work per hour. Okay, so I'll be there. First of all, you have to edit like from today works hours per, total works hours per day. And you'll click here on work week. So here you have to define like how many days you are working and how many hours. So Sunday I'll not working any hours, so I'll just keep it as 0, and for all others I'll give it 10 hours. Okay, that means I'm working 6 days in a week and 10 hours per day, except Sunday. Every day I'm working. So I'll click here on OK, and you'll see the changes in the background. Okay, Saturday also become the working days, and Sunday you have holiday in every month. Now, what is exception? Let's say you want to add some exception any day. Let's say half day or something. Let on 20th you have half day. So instead of 10, you will work only 5 hours. So as soon as you have changed the timing from the regular timing, now the color has changed for 20. It is white. Okay, so this is something exception. I'll not keep the exception. I'll make it as 10 hours. This is how the first thing you have done. Then next time period. In time period, you have to tell like, okay, how many hours you are working per day? 10 hours. In a week, you are working 6 days. That means 6 into 10, 60. In a month, you are working 26 days, something. So 26 into 10, 260. And 260 into 12, something around 3120. So 3120. This is the approximate hours you will be working per day, per week, per month, per year. Click here on OK. Make sense? Is it clear? Yeah. So morning 8 to, you know, 8. Okay. This is the work timing. Click here on OK. So you can see the new timings are reflecting here. So this is how you have created a calendar. Okay. CICD calendar and close. Got it? Then you can go here and you can click here on project calendar, and this is the CICD calendar. You can select this calendar and assign to your project. Got it? So I hope you all are clear now how to create a new calendar and how to assign it to your project. Make sense to everyone? Let me know. Is it clear to you guys how to create a calendar? Give me an answer in the chat box, yes or no. At least write down yes or no. If you are clear till this part, write down yes on the chat. I can only see from one single person. What about others? I want every one of yours response. Your calendar, you have assigned it, you have your activities. Now it's time to assign the relationship to your project activities. How to give relations? See, the one way is you will click here on these bars. Okay, let me just zoom it. And this is how the cursor's shape get changed, this black color, right? Like this one. So if this is coming, you can click here like this and a string will come up and you can add the relations like this. So this is a finish to start relationship. But I would not recommend you to give relationships like this. No, not at all. You don't have to give relationships like this. Okay. So I'll remove this. So to create a relationship, what you can do, you'll go to this detail tab. If it is not visible, okay, just go here and click on this one. Click here. Okay. Click here. And you have to go to this relationship tab. If this is also not visible, right click here, go to customization, and your relationship will be in this available tab. So bring it to this side using these, arrows, and open it like this relationship. So once you will have this relationship tab, I start giving the relationship project start. Okay, project start. I'll assign it. Now, you must be aware of like predecessor and successor. Tell me quickly, like what is the difference between predecessor and successor of the activity? Come on, come on, tell me quickly what is the difference between predecessor and successor? Anyone? I have told you like what is predecessor and successor. Tell me. Activity which is starting after the completion of any activity is the successor, and activity which has already completed before starting of any activity is called as predecessor. Do you remember? To start, after the project will start, what will be the next activity? Survey and mark out. So I'll select this survey and mark out. This is how you will select. This is how you have assigned the successor or the relationship. You can see like arrow comes up from this activity to this activity. And you can define the relationship. So I'll say start to start. As soon as the start milestone starts, this activity survey and mark out will be started. Do you want to provide any lag? No, I don't want to provide any lag. Now from survey and mark out, okay, what will be the next activity? So next activity will be grade at site. This one will assign it to finish and finish to start. Now after grade site, the next activity will be install foundation forms. From here, install slab plumbing. And then this activity. And I'll give here like start to start and lag of 2 days. After this activity, my structural work, or you can say the framing work, will start. So, so I'm just giving some certain relationships randomly. Okay. Okay. So we have given relationship till here. And similarly, we will have to give the relationship for all these other activities. So there's a shortcut which I'll like to introduce you guys. If you don't want to give relationship one by one like this from for all your activities, right? Let's say your relationship is finished to start only. Okay. So what you can do, you can select all these activities like this, clicking on shift icon and right click here and click here on link activities. So it will automatically link all your activities into finish and start relationship. And let's say now you have to change anything. Let's say you want these two activities to get started on the same day. Okay. You'll change the relationship to start to start. Yes. So we have made certain changes. So this is how quickly you have given the relationship. Tell me, have you understood or not? Have you understood how to give relationship or not? Come on, tell me. Yeah. Schedule icon and on the first day of the project only. After planning, after doing everything scheduling, I'll schedule it on the very first day of the project. So click here on schedule and you'll see as soon as I have scheduled it, what happened now. The dates, start date and end dates, this baseline project and baseline finish date. Basically, your planned start and planned finish dates got changed and your entire schedule is changed. And this is what you can see now. See, this is what you can see here. And for now, all these activities are appearing in red color. Why? Because each of these activities are critical. So have you done anything? Everything software has done for you. It has calculated you what are your critical and not critical activities. Okay. See total float 0 for all these activity except the one, first one, the top one. We just have to, manage these. Project completion. Okay. So this is the schedule for your project. This is the entire schedule. You can see the software has automatically calculated for you the floats, which are critical and which are non-critical. Go to columns. I'll remove some of the column for now. Okay. Let's say where I'll pull the early start, early finish, just to show you guys key these dates are calculated by software. See, software has automatically calculated early start, early finish dates, right? You don't have to do anything. So this is the planned schedule which the software has created for you. The total duration of the project is coming up to 65 days, right? And the start date of the project is on 18 May and the end date is on 21 of July 2023 as per your calendar. So this is how the software helps you to create everything. It has just created an entire schedule for your project. It has given you the finish date of your project. It has given you the total duration, everything, every activity, when it is starting, when it is finishing. If you'll take a look on every activity, they have now a definite start and finish date. Understood till here or not? Tell me. Come on. Over to you guys. Just I'm giving you 2 minutes. Sorry, if you have any questions or query, just ask. This is the plan which you have created. We'll update it, but before going and updating everything, just let me know if you have any questions or query. Come on, ask the question, guys. You guys are not asking any questions or anything. Have created a schedule, right, for your project. Now, what is there? Let us do one thing. I'll change the dates. Okay, I'll bring here the actual dates. Okay, and I'll bring here the variance. You can do a lot of things in terms of adding resources and adding cost to the projects, which we'll see in the upcoming session. Okay, but for now today I'll show you how you can update an activity and you can see the changes. Okay, so okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign it. So once you complete your plan, or you can say the schedule, you first need to assign the baseline, right? I mean, like, you need to monitor based on the plan which you have created. So before starting updating the schedule, you have to do what? You have to assign the baseline. So for assigning, you'll go to project, you'll go to maintain baseline, click here on add, select a copy, yes, close, go to project, Go to assign and select a baseline. So you have selected a baseline. So basically here, this yellow color is nothing but the baseline. Okay. So let's start updating this so that you can see the changes. So till now in actual start, actual finish, there's nothing. Why? Because nothing has actually started. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go to project start activity and I'll go here on status and make sure of one thing. You have, when you are doing a construction project, you have to convert the percentage complete type for each of these activity into what? Physical. So there's a shortcut for that. What you can do, you bring a new column, percentage this is percentage complete type. And I'll select this as a physical and the last one, and I'll right click here and do the fill down. It will automatically change the physical to everyone. It has filled down till the bottom. I'll remove this column. Apply and okay. Now I'm starting updating this project. Okay, and then I'll see the changes. So for that, I'll go to status and select the first activity of the project, project start. See, now as per your plan, your project start date is on 18th May and finish date is on 21st of July. Now, since most of like almost all the activity in your projects are critical activity, that means if any of this activity will get delay any single day, what will happen? Your project will get delay or not? Say yes or no on the chat. Come on. Just a simple question I'm asking. Every activity in your project is critical. So yes, your project will get delay. So for now, what we are doing, we are starting the project on the same day, 18th of May. So I'll click here on start. It has automatically mentioned this. Okay, 100% completed. Why? Because this is just a milestone. There's no finish date. Move to the next activity. After the project start date, the next activity is which one? Okay. So the next activity is project management. So I said like, okay, project management has also started. And the same day, on the 18th, when it was planned. And which is the next activity? Survey and mark out. Right? So survey and mark out has also started on the same day. Correct? Now I'll be updating this. So project management, let's say today is 18th, and assume it like today you are at the end of this month, like 30th of May, 30th or 31st. What are the days? Yeah, 31st. So let's assume today you are at 31st of May and you are updating whatever the activities are done. So let's say project management was completed to 30%. So you will enter here 30% project management completed, and survey and mark out the day. Duration is only 2 days. That means this activity should get completed 100%. But we have said like it has completed, but instead of 19, it is completed on 21st. That is showing a delay here, right? So it has completed, but there is a delay. And grade at site is also started, and it was to finish on 14, but it has finished on 25th, completed, right? And similarly, this activity is also started. Let's say which is the relationship. No, yeah, this one. So it has also started on 25th of May. So instead of 25th of May, it has now started on 27th, right? And now it has finished on 30th. And now the next activity was scheduled to start on 27, but it hasn't started yet in this month. Why? Because previous activities are already delayed. So you have updated the schedule, whatever the updates are, right? Like this. Now let's see the changes in the Gantt chart. See here. This is how the schedule got impacted. And see, as per your plan, this is the finish date, 21st of July. And I'm going to schedule it on 31st of May. I have scheduled it. Now see the changes. This progress line, which was straight before, it has turned like this. That means all these activities are delayed. Try to read this and see what software has given you the result. This activity was scheduled on 18th and 19th. 18 it will start and 19 it will complete. But it is started on 18 on the same day. The blue color bar shows, but it went beyond this planned date. 19 was the planned date to finish, but it finished on 21st. So it went beyond the finish date, planned finish date. This blue color bar shows like this. And similarly, this also got delayed. And here this also got delayed. So it has pushed all the related activities, and now each and every activity in your schedule is pushed. This yellow color is the plan, and this red color is showing you the current scenario, current situation. So if you'll go and reduce the timeline, you can see here something which was planned to finish on 15th of July, now it will go beyond that. So if you want to see like when it is pushed, what will be the next day. So as you have taken out the columns, actual columns here, okay, you can similarly put out columns, and you can go to early start and early finish. Oh, sorry, start and finish. So I'll put down the start and finish. Now see here, this activity, okay, something which is planned on 5th and it will finish on 8th of June. Now it is scheduled to start on 9th and it will finish on 12th of June. So this was your plan, but this is how it will start now. Why? Because you have delayed the earlier activities, and your entire project was finishing on 21st of July, but now it will finish on 25th of July. There is a delay of 4 days in your schedule till now. If you'll do the further delay in your schedule, this 25th will go beyond this. Understood? So this is how the software helps you to see like, okay, where you are going, how now, what is the impact on the dates of each and every activity, what is the impact on the overall duration of the project. And this is how you will get like, okay, this activity, the variance baseline start date variance is -2. That means, see here, According to the plan, it was scheduled to start on 25th, but when it has started on 27, in actual it has started on 27. So there is a delay of 2 days, and this delay is coming as a minus. So I hope you understood like how you will use this software to calculate all these things. Make sense or not? Let me know if you understood this. And in the coming classes, I'll tell you like how you can, you know, how you can basically uh, check cost and all other details as well using the tool itself. Okay, financial data. Have you understood this? Yes or no? Come on. And we'll take out the cost report also in the coming session. But today we'll also see one particular report, and I'll be giving you the assignment for the same. Any questions? Okay, if not, so let's quickly take out a print of this same. So to take out a print, I'll go to file and I'll go to print preview. And in the print preview, if you'll see now, there's everything blank. So I'll go to the print setup. Okay, page setup, sorry. And I'll select out of it. And I'll give here like 60% and apply. Nothing is there. Activity tab and Gantt charts. Okay. So you can see this is the schedule which I am able to see in my screen. So I'll increase this percentage. So I think now it looks pretty cool. Good. I'll go back to option and project start date -2 and project finish date +2. Okay. And new home construction is the name of the project. Okay. If you want to put some logo, so you can go to header section, this text and logo, modify, remove this, and let's say I download one sample logo. Okay, so I'll just bring this image as a logo. Apply. Okay. So this is how you have created the entire schedule, okay, for your project. And let's bring down. Project start and project finish. Okay. This is how the schedule looks like. If you want to change anything, you can do, or else it's fine. Okay. And let's click here on this print and click here on this print, desktop. Schedule. L1. So it will give you this entire, you know, schedule, and this is how it looks like. Okay. You can send this copy to your management or anybody. He can take a look. Okay, what is the percentage completed and everything. He can also take a look of the Gantt chart. Here is the name of the project, your company logo, project start and finish date as per your project, right? And here these legends, and this is a table. Okay, and this is page. everything. Okay. So yeah, this is how you will. What we have done today, we have created a complete schedule, right? And I'm sharing. Yeah, to start all these. Okay. And once you'll create a baseline schedule, as we have created, you have to also create a calendar. Okay, you have to choose this date as in project start date. You have to create a calendar and assign to your project, right? And you have to create a baseline. And after creating a baseline, you have to, create a same, you know, output copy like this, as we have created this. Same thing, you have to create this sheet and this schedule, right? I'll be sharing with the assignment with you all, and I'm also sharing here. Uh, I can share not share here. So I'll share that with the ma'am.